Welcome to Books for Success, your go-to source for distilling the essence of wisdom from pages around the world into actionable insights. Whether you're here to find that next nugget of knowledge, or to take your personal and professional life to the next level, you're in the perfect place. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. Don't be shy to smash that like button if you discover something valuable. Let's grow and succeed together. Today, we're unraveling the insights from Creative Confidence by Tom Kelley and David Kelley. This book is for you if you want to be more productive and successful in your life and career. In this summary, American designer and creative David Kelley and his brother Tom Kelley, the author of the best-selling The Art of Innovation, give highly powerful and effective insights to unleashing the creativity that lies within each and every one of us. In the following chapters, you will learn the key principles and strategies that will allow you to tap into your creative potential in your work life and your personal life. You will also learn how you can start taking an innovative approach to problem solving. Let's begin. Regaining your creativity entails changing your mindset and believing in your ability to affect change. When most people hear the word creativity, they automatically think of artistic endeavors like sculpture, drawing, music, or dance. The vast majority of us have conditioned our minds to equate creative with artistic, to the point where we now assume creativity is a trait you are either born or not born with. The truth is that the notion that some people have creativity embedded in their DNA, and some people don't, is a total myth. We all have tons of creative potential waiting to be tapped. As a matter of fact, our creative energy is one of our most precious resources as humans. It is what helps us find innovative solutions to some of our most intractable problems. And even though creativity gets blocked in many of us, it can be unlocked, fortunately. All it takes to regain your creative sparks is for you to change your mindset, to lose all the erroneous notions you've been made to believe about creativity. Creative confidence is about believing in your innate ability to change your world. It is the certainty that you can achieve whatever you set out to do. Studies have shown that our belief system largely influences actions, goals, and perceptions. People who believe they can cause change are more likely to accomplish what they set out to do. This personal conviction is called self-efficacy. Individuals with self-efficacy set higher goals, try harder, persevere longer, and show more resilience in the face of failure. In the next chapters of this summary, you will learn the key approaches to overcoming the mental blocks that hold back your creativity and empower yourself with the tools you need to pursue new ideas confidently. Creativity is a choice. Decide what you want and work towards making it happen. The first step to unleashing your creativity is to decide what you want and make it happen. You have to choose creativity deliberately. It takes a conscious commitment to your desire to be creative to get things going. Studies show that all creative people have one thing in common, and that thing is that these individuals decided to be creative at some point. Nothing comes easy in life, and creativity rarely follows the path of least resistance. Jill Levinson is one person who demonstrates how powerful the choice to be creative can be. For 6 years, Jill worked in the advertising world, a sector where creatives were a clearly designated group, an exclusive club to which Jill did not belong. Even through some creative aspects of Jill's job, there was a hard line between creatives and people like Jill who were merely employed to support them. One day at home, Jill decided to be more creative. She opened an account on Pinterest, a social network for visually collecting and sharing online content, like fashion ideas, recipes, and how-to projects. Before a close relative's Cinco de Mayo party, she pinned a piñata cookie recipe. Made of 3 layers with space in the middle layer for a hidden stash of mini M&Ms, the colourful cookies caught people's imaginations. In a couple of days, her idea got repinned more than 500 times. Seeing the positive response, Jill decided to continue posting ideas, and to her surprise, people really liked her curation style. When her followers rapidly grew to over 100,000, even Pinterest noticed Jill. She got featured on the site, and by late 2012, Jill had garnered over 1 million followers. Some months later, Jill got the opportunity to join David Kelley and Tom Kelley's design company, where she now works as a creative. Even today, Jill still talks about how the whole experience awakened her creative confidence and how she would have remained on the sidelines of creativity had she not chosen to be creative. In a nutshell, to become creative, you have to choose creativity deliberately. You need to want it and be willing to adopt the right sets of behaviors required to achieve it. To keep your creative juice flowing, you must always think like a traveler. Have you ever heard that travel broadens the mind? While this might seem like a mere cliche, beneath it lies a fundamental truth. Things stand out because they're different. We tend to notice every detail in a new environment, from street signs to mailboxes. We learn so much when we travel because we pay such close attention. On a trip, we become Sherlock Holmes, observing the environment around us with intense curiosity. We are constantly trying to figure out a different and new world. Too often, however, we go about our daily life on cruise control, oblivious to huge swathes of our surroundings. We fail to see the world with fresh eyes and, therefore, miss out on opportunities to do things better. When you come across creative people with lots of ideas constantly bubbling to the surface, you often start to wonder if they are operating on a different frequency. And in truth, they often are. They almost always see everything around them and the world at large with fresh eyes. But the fact is, each of us can operate in this mode. To kindle your spark of inspiration, you must constantly think like a traveler and engage what the Kelley brothers call a beginner's mind. As kids, we saw everything around us as fresh and unique. We asked many questions and looked at the world wide-eyed, soaking it all in. Every turn we thought, isn't that interesting? As we age, however, we adopt an I already know about that attitude, inadvertently stifling our innate creativity. So approach the world around you with the curiosity of a traveler and that of a child, applying a beginner's mind to the things you do or see every day. Commuting to work, having your lunch, or preparing for a meeting. Look for new insights about familiar things. Consider it a treasure hunt. In this receptive mode, you're ready to actively seek inspiration, and quantity matters a lot when it comes to inspiration. Stop planning and start doing. Great creative works are always preceded by action. When you apply the beginner's mindset, you will begin to notice more opportunities for action around you. However, seeing is not enough. You still have to act. The reason why most of us get stuck between wanting to act and taking action is the formidable uncertainty of the uncharted path ahead. Sometimes, it feels as if the whole world is conspiring against us, and we find ourselves transfixed in place. This kind of hesitation is what Professors Bob Sutton and Jeffrey Pfeffer call the knowing-doing gap. The space between what we know we should do and what we actually do is called the knowing-doing gap. Sometimes, despite the preparation you've put in place and your determination to get things started, the enormousness of an important task can stop you in your tracks. Indeed, getting started can be pretty difficult. The teacher faces the first day of school, the writer the blank page, the entrepreneur the launch of a new project. No matter how daunting it is to start something new, however, you need to take the initiative to ultimately reach a creative breakthrough. You just need to start regardless of the small failures you may encounter along the way. It is unlikely that your first try at anything will be successful, but that's totally okay. It's difficult to achieve the best right away. So start somewhere, take things one step at a time, and learn from your mistakes as you go. All the over-planning and all the talking without action are actually signs that you are afraid, that you just don't feel ready. You want everything to be perfect before you start creating. The truth is, the right time might not come anytime soon. So, to get things done as a creative, you need to dive right in and commit to rapid and endless improvements. The turmoil of such trial and error may seem awkward at first, but action allows us to learn at a faster rate. It's almost a prerequisite for success. Otherwise, the desire to be perfect, to be the best, can get in the way of getting better. It is unlikely that your first try at anything will be successful, but that's totally okay. It's difficult to achieve the best right away, so start somewhere. Take things one step at a time and learn from your mistakes as you go. All the over-planning and all the talking without action are actually signs that you are afraid, that you just don't feel ready. You want everything to be perfect before you start creating. The truth is, the right time might not come anytime soon. So, to get things done as a creative, you need to dive right in and commit to rapid and endless improvements. The turmoil of such trial and error may seem awkward at first, but action allows us to learn at a faster rate. It's almost a prerequisite for success. Otherwise, the desire to be perfect, to be the best, can get in the way of getting better. Having a strong support network will ensure you have a regular flow of ideas. Our modern society often portrays creative individuals as lone, rugged geniuses. The truth, however, is that creative people treat creativity as a team sport. Most of their best ideas stem from collaborating with other people. As someone trying to reignite their spark of creativity, you must surround yourself with a support network of like-minded individuals. Building on the ideas of others is an essential element of creative confidence, and it requires a great level of humility. You have to first acknowledge to yourself that you don't have all the answers. Moreover, knowing you don't have to generate ideas all on your own takes some pressure off you. David Kelley realized this early on in his career when he started enlisting his friends to help with his projects. He later built his company around the idea of working with friends. You too can build on the ideas of others, even if you are yet to find the right collaborators. The Kelley brothers suggest that you take action to build your own supportive community of innovators. For instance, form an all-volunteer project team that works after hours on an idea that's important to you. You can even spearhead a creative confidence group that meets once a month for lunch or for drinks after work. Indeed, knowing that there is a group behind you helps inspire confidence. David Kelley has several advisory boards which serve as a source of innovative information, as well as a sounding board that either bolsters or challenges his ideas. In a nutshell, surround yourself with like-minded people who can help reinforce or challenge your points of view. When you have a group of trusted advisors, you can call on at key moments. You'll discover that you get a valuable give and take of ideas and alternatives that's hard to match. If what you do for a living isn't what you're passionate about, you may have to redefine your role. Generally, people have one of three distinct attitudes toward the work they do. They see it as either a job, a career, or a calling. And the difference is very important. Those who view work as a career focus on promotions and getting ahead, putting in long hours to achieve a more impressive title, a larger office, or a higher salary. Put simply, this group of people often focuses on checking achievements rather than pursuing deeper meaning. For those who pursue a calling, on the other hand, their work is intrinsically rewarding in its own right, not just a means to an end. So, what they do professionally fulfills them personally as well. They have the innate satisfaction that comes from a sense of contributing to a higher value or to something bigger than themselves. Following your calling, doing something you're passionate about, is a prerequisite for fulfillment in life. If you are currently doing a job that doesn't make you feel happy or fulfilled, then you might want to consider redefining your role. This is because there is no way you can function at your creative best if you don't enjoy what you do. Essentially, you need to find a vocation that you're good at, that you enjoy, and that someone will pay you to pursue. Did you know? The prestigious job that makes your parents smile, impresses your friends, or sounds good at a cocktail party can make you unhappy if it's not a good fit. To discover what you're born to do, try experimenting with side projects. If you don't know what you're born to do, or what you're really good at, a good way to find out is by using your free time to pursue interests or hobbies. While side projects can be rewarding for their own sake, they may also lead to something that engages your creative energy at work. So, search for ways your weekend projects might overlap with your working life. For instance, if your hobby is scrapbooking or video editing, find ways to apply those skills to deliver more compelling work materials. Making that connection may take some creative thinking and effort, but if you're patient, an opportunity may present itself. To identify new areas of interest and ability, experiment with lots of different activities, in your free time or at your job. You must get a taste of a different field or position before you make a drastic change and commit. So experiment with a series of activities and see which ones resonate with you the most. Talk to your boss about exploring new responsibilities or help out a friend in another department. In these short-term roles, note the moments you feel energized or at your best. Remember, this is all about trying things out. Don't be discouraged if you don't love the first thing you try. Reflect on what you liked about each activity and what you wished was different. Then make an informed choice about what to check out next. Once you begin to think about your life and career as just another creative challenge, various possibilities will come to light. And at the end of the day, you will be able to find the right fit in terms of your interests, skills, and values. Conclusion: creativity isn't some exceptional gift to be enjoyed by the lucky few. It is a natural part of human thinking and behavior. You have tons of creative potential waiting to be tapped. And all it takes is for you to change your mindset, face your fear, and take immediate action. Creative confidence is all about believing in your innate ability to change your world. It is the belief that you can achieve whatever it is you set out to do. We forget that we were all creative while growing up. We all played and explored and tried out weird things without shame or fear. But as we grew older, we started to learn shame and the fear of rejection. And then we started to play it safe, and eventually accept whatever role our society assigns us. This is the reason why many people go through life without ever living to their full potential. One major prerequisite to achieving creative confidence is the belief that your skills and capabilities are not set in stone. If you've believed you are not a creative person up to this point, you have to let go of that belief and adopt a growth mindset. You have to believe that it is possible to grow and learn. By being confident in your creative abilities, you will see the world in a new light. You will start to experience a constant stream of inventive ideas, as there will be a radical change in how you approach and solve problems. Try this. Create a diverse portfolio of short and long-term ideas, with different potential for risk and reward. Post them on your wall, or store them in a folder on your digital device. Remember, the more ideas you brush up against, the more you can give yourself the leverage of seeing a lot of ideas so that you only invest in the very best. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey, and consider picking up the full book for a more in-depth exploration. Before you go, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, and share this video with someone who could benefit from these insights. Until next time, keep reading, keep learning, and keep growing. Thanks for watching.